Hey guys, Daily here, and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In the last episode, we got our butt handed to us by Count Orlox, and... Okay, come on. I got my, butt handed to me by my controller issues. Yeah, I'm gonna need a new one. Okay, so, let's move on. Ow, jerk. Come on. There we go. Fine, just die. I don't like those guys. They're really hard to get close to. Now, the problem is we've actually got two different ways we can go. I'm going just this particular way to get a thing or two. The bandana. I think it ups... Does it do anything? I don't usually use it. The bandana is about equal defense, because you might not find the stone mask. So it's equal defense to the stone mask, but not as good for, There we go. Ha. Thank you, sword. And that was nice. I got a double... No. No. Now, there are actually two ways we can go. We could go down that way, or we can go down this way. Luckily, for the most part, these spear guards are not in our way. So, now, if you keep falling, you will fall all the way down into the next basic area. But before that, we've got a thing we're gonna do. So, let's see. Alright, so we come through here. Where? This area, of course, if you missed it last time, is the underground caverns. We get the Claymore, which is a powerful weapon, but very, very slow. I don't really think it's worth it. But that's alright. Okay, so moving on. I could get more hearts, but for the most part I don't... Oh, I'm full up anyway, so never mind. So we come in here. Now we have all of these, and as you can see, they are all meal tickets. And that's pretty nice, you know, because potions are expensive and often hard to come by. In this game, you heal up with food mostly. So. Oh, and a moonstone. I'm going to actually go equip that. Okay, first of all, we save. Again. Yes, I know. We literally just started the game, but we are right near a boss fight. So, I'm going to do some equipping things. Okay, the rings are just... You could equip them, but they don't do anything. The moonstone, however, it improves status after sunset. Basically, if you are playing the game at night, the after sunset is actually determined by your system clock. So if you are playing the game at night, well, from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., you will have better stats with that. Okay, so we're going to... Actually, I'm going to do... Let's see. Right, here we are. The square button will let you basically organize, really. I keep hitting the wrong button. So yeah, here's the shield rod, which is... It actually buffs our attack down from the jewel knuckles for the holy rod. Okay, well... Okay then, I'll just stick with that. But we've got the, I thought the holy rod was actually better. Meh. So, this looks like a very weird save point. And because we are the hero, we must take the schmuck bait and, you know. So this is the nightmare. I'm not moving. This is basically a cutscene.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But, Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got.
So we get the succubus. Starting from this game, there is always a succubus. Well, that's nice. Yeah, just keep, she's... especially if you've leveled up your sword a bit, you can often... stay out of her way, because she'll do that with the... There we go. Punch her again. Stay out of her way. And yes, if you are looking at the sprite, you are correct. She is not wearing any pants. Oh, no. Okay, so this one, basically, just keep thwacking at her and... Yeah, stay out of her... She's a pain. Okay, I didn't realize I'm not that high leveled.
Blood. You're a vampire? Could it be... that strength, that beauty? You're the son of Lord Dracula.
The name
Death in
Alucard
the dream
didn't
world
tick
will set
you
your
off?
soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
Yeah, that death cry has always sounded a little, off. So she's an optional boss. Not a very difficult one, it appears. So we got that gold ring. It doesn't do anything for our stats. Let me save, heal and save here. Okay, let's see. Alright, so what we're gonna do, this whole area is, let's see, once we finish down here, let's see, we're gonna have to go up to the, our next place will be the chapel, so honestly, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about how best to fill out the, map. But yes, she's an optional boss. Unless you explore a lot, you never have to come down here. And that ring is also needed to get the best ending. This is the game that really... Rondo of Blood had had a sort of, good bad ending thing, depending on whether or not you saved all of the ladies, the women that... Thank you, sword. See why I like the sword familiar? Yeah, depending on whether or not you had saved all of the women your Shaft had kidnapped, or even there, you could basically, you would get a different ending, a good ending or a bad ending. That said, I don't even remember what the necessarily... You had to save Annette to get the good ending. Annette, Richter's girlfriend / fiance. But this is the first game that really had multiple full-fledged endings. You've got the... the incomplete ending, as I've called it in Aria of Sorrow. And you've got the bad ending. Well, the incomplete ending is also the bad ending. And then you've got the mediocre ending. And then you've got the best ending. The mediocre ending is much like in Aria of Sorrow. If you miss the event flag for the last half / quarter of the game. In if you get the... Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. You can get the good ending with this one if you basically, get to the second half of the game, get the flag from the second half of the game, but don't, there we go. If you get the flag from the second half of the game, but don't get most of the map. If you don't get enough map completion, you get the good ending. If you get the full amount of map completion, you get the best ending. Okay, so here we are in the watery area of this game. Joy and Rapture. Okay, come on. Die. Yeah, we got frogs and toads. Now you see those guys over there? Our sword can probably kill them, but they will make going over that bridge very, very difficult. But if you push this box, you see that water flowing? Push the box and the water backs up. And these guys drown. Yeah, it's this game where this game really, really shines is in its attention to detail. Now, Alucard is a vampire, or vampire. This game is literally, the Succubus called him a vampire, but various other things suggest that he's not exactly a vampire. It's, this game's turbid. That was interesting. I think the frog dropped a knuckle duster. But the point is that, like many vampire myths, Alucard cannot touch water, or he will take damage. So, that's... Gotta stay out of the water. And it hurts a lot, so you gotta be real careful. Frogs are a problem because they are actually below your attack radius, and you cannot with the punching weapon, you can't actually attack down in front of you. So if you ever need to go through the floor, you will need to get out a sword or a rod or something. And you will need to go through the floor. Yep, don't fall in there. That's not only water, it's got a current. So, keep moving along. And here we are at the waterfall. Now you can drop down there, and we will have to, but not yet. So we push this switch. Okay, we saw this guy in the outer wall, but we never really... Yes, he is a skeleton ape. He is exactly what you think he is. And in fact, sometimes when you kill them, they will drop bananas. In the meantime, we're going to get the Herald Shield. And I'm going to, remember I showed you the shield rod, where we picked up the shield rod? Really, dude? Okay, equip. Jewel Knuckles. No, okay, Herald Shield. Okay, fine. Now, if I press both square and circle, depending on what shield I have equipped, I get protection from fire and thunder with the Herald Shield. Really? Come on, let's try this again. Okay. Equip, Jewel Knuckles, Shield Rod, Herald Shield. So, and, basically, that effect, it will eat my magic, but, as long as I've got the shield rod out. But the effect lasts, and the various shields have various effects. And they're mostly, I don't think they're particularly, most of them aren't particularly interesting. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, I took some damage there. The Frozen Shades, of course. These ladies are especially a pain in Circle of the Moon. But, Alright, moving right along. Okay, if we come up here, we can get a shiitake mushroom. And, yeah, we'll come this way first. So we come out through here. And there are actually some things we can do here, which I am actually going to do before we go back. So, you had your boss fight for this episode. The rest of it's basically, well, I don't know if the rest of it's going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? The rest of it may or may not be, okay, die bats. Okay, so this tunnel, you remember we got a pot roast out of it. Enter it as the wolf, Once you are completely inside, turn into the bat and come out. Dude. Now, if I have... Yep! You can see that there is now an exit on the lower left corner of this room that wasn't here before. So come in here, and we get a life apple, and if we very quickly jump into the water, we get the jewel sword, which we equip that instead of the... And that will be all the way down at the end, so... Seriously, jewel sword. What does that do? Dude, equip, jewel sword. It boosts their attack, and let's see. And it's not really quite as fast as the jewel knuckles, but it's not bad. And it will, of course, enemies have a much higher rate of possibly dropping jewels. Ow. Thank you, sword. Wow. That's a good sword. And there's a pretty nice, some pretty nice knockback there too, so... Yeah, and then this jerk again. And of course that guy was Gurkha, because he had 2 really impressive knives, just like the Gurkhas. Yeah, you see, he dropped a Zircon. The extra attack isn't worth the slowness for me, so... Move right along. Alright. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, so if we come in here, we get a save point. Might as well. The extra, the healing is always nice. Especially when you have to deal with the Gurkha and the blade, because those guys are kind of, painful. So, and now if we go up the stairs, yeah, you of course know kind of what area of the building we're in. Okay, don't bother with those candles. One of them is a knife. So, we just got the Holy Mail. Let's see, silver plate. Yeah, that's better than what we've got, so we'll equip it. Yeah, the Holy Mail's pretty nice. So, we get to move on, and we might as well, since we're in the area, we'll go all the way back to the front of the castle, because there's actually some stuff we can get there, especially now that we're... Ow again. Just die. There we go. Yep. Let's try this again. Yeah, you see, we're putting a hurt on him much faster, and I don't think the extra point of attack is worth the slow. So, come through here. I'm just going to try jumping over the zombies and hope I don't land on one, because you've all seen what happens to me. I promise I'm not going to face plant into, like, every zombie this time. Ow. This song, by the way, is called, Tragic Prince. Its remix for, Harmony of Despair is called Pitiful Scion. They are both some of the best music, in my opinion. Okay, see this? In the Saturn version, there is actually a secret area there. The Saturn version has 2 areas of this game that are not in the PS1 version. And that one's the garden. I can't remember what it's. The underground garden, I think. It's kind of interesting. But we get the skill of wolf. And now check this out. Ow, dang it. Okay. I'm gonna come back out here, kill this guy again, and let's see if I can manage to... Yep. Okay, so, turn back into a wolf. And if you double tap, it's kind of like Richter. There we go. Okay, so it's 1, 1. There we go. Yes, now that we have the skill of the wolf, note that we are killing basically everything we run into. If you're good enough, you can actually, jump over that and keep going. We don't need to. There's still a few other things that we could get with the bat soul, but yeah, we don't need to, so let's just continue on. Okay. So now we're back down here, and remember this guy?
take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
Yeah. Okay. You don't need to crouch, but keep punching, because there are bats on the ceiling, and they're going to come down, and they may or may not be in a position to give you some crap. Bat crap. That would be guano. Yeah. So, just... You will notice if you check your map that there are large portions of this place unexplored. We'll come back. Because, of course, if we tried to explore down there, we would die. So, we get the merman statue. Notice we're not taking any damage. Alucard can be submerged up to about his knees before he starts taking damage. And now we head back, and it's the same slow thing. But you want to do this now. There is a thing that most people do immediately upon entering the underground caverns immediately. Basically, as soon as they get down to the blue part of the underground caverns, and that I'm going to do last, and, well, you'll see why this is probably a much easier way of handling it. Because I am nothing if not cheesy. I like to cheese things. You can die. You can die. You can die too. Yeah, see, I was taking 1 point of damage every tick. Not bad, but if you're trying to, get through this place, it's not great. You could maybe, try and get through this, but that waterfall will hurt you and it will push you down. So there really isn't too much we can do here right now. But that's alright. Because we're heading to remedy that. Okay. So, keep going along. The sound direction down here is awesome. The actual, I don't know if you guys can hear the sound of the frog. The sound of the frog. Yeah, skeleton ape. He wasn't here before. That's what fell when we hit the switch near the herald shield. Because he's going. Remember how the skeleton ape, broke that bridge to let us get to the herald shield? Well, the one that got dropped there will break those areas. But we don't really need or want to deal with that yet. Jerk. Jerk frog. Moving right along. Just through here, kill the frog. Frog and Toad are friends. I don't know. I don't know how old my viewers are or how long. Did anybody have those in grade school, those readers? The Frog and Toad books? I know I'm older than a significant portion of YouTubers, though, not all YouTubers. So we come in here, we save again, because me. And now I'm going to... Now we drop down. And we're going to come to one of the few places the fairy is at all useful, in my opinion. So, if you have the fairy out, she will say something seems odd about this floor. Well, actually, she says something seems odd about the wall. But what she means is the floor. So, hit, with the diagonal, use the jewel sword or a rod or something to break through the floor. And we have... Yeah, the fairy basically finds secret passages for you. She will tell you, of course, if you're me. Now, the merman statue basically... The merman statue basically summons the guy here. If you'd come down here first, you'd have found the dock and no ferryman. Keep crouching, because there are tons and tons of places that will scrape you off. Don't bother with that onyx. It's not worth it. Just keep going along. And of course, as we come through here, there is eventually, there is a thing. Yeah, just stay down. Yeah, you see that barrier? That is there so basically you can't skip through this area, just by filling yourself constantly with potions. See, right here, I'm not taking damage, but I guess if it gets up above his knees, Alucard will take damage. And here we have the Holy Symbol. Yes, it is exactly what it looks like. It is a relic. Let's see, Holy Symbol. Protection while underwater. Yes, it's a snorkel. But we will no longer take damage from water. So now we can fill in as much of the map as we want or need to. And he'll head back, but we don't want to go with him. We want to follow him. We want to go this way. Because we'd like to fill in the map. So just walk along the bottom and that'll basically, I don't know why that bat is flying partially submerged. We can't go underwater as the bat. Seriously, any of your transformations, well, not any, either the bat and the mist transformations you will be reverted to Alucard if you try to go in the water with them. Which is part of the reason the gravity boots are needed, but you'll see more about that later. Hey, and we get a life max up, and that's very nice. And one of the reasons I do this now. It's not the only reason. So, we can come through here, come under here, and we get a knuckle duster. I think the frog dropped that. It's an fist weapon, but it's actually not as good as the jewel knuckles. I'm not sure why it's here so late in the game. Because you would totally have the jewel knuckles by now, even if you hadn't, found that elevator. You have the mist. You could totally go for it. So, we go in here. We don't even really need to save, I don't think. Okay, meet the Scullo Worm. That good sword. I'm actually going to go heal and save, because that was not the boss. This game this game does get easy toward the end in a lot of respects, but no, even this game wouldn't do something like that. So, yeah. I thought I'd lost more health than that. Well, whatever. It's, I have died, admittedly only to a, spike ball. But, so, yeah. Okay, so obviously when you get in here, the water level starts rising. If you go in here first thing, which most people do, you have to run and jump ahead of this water. And, because otherwise you will take a lot of damage. Since we got the holy symbol first, we don't have to worry about it. So that's the scimitar. Dude. Okay. Jewel knuckles, scimitar. It's not even as good as our jewel knuckles. Man, the jewel sword isn't even as good as our... Wow. Okay, then. Well, it's, I like the speed. I keep reading these things wrong. I keep thinking they're better, but they're not. So, yeah, we'll stick with that. And we got a pot roast, which is nice. So now we face the actual boss. Meet Skulla. Ouch. Yeah, watch out for her. You might want to stay back here and just kill her. Good grief. I haven't even been, I didn't realize the Moonstone did this kind of thing. Well then, it's just keep... Yeah, I am mostly just, the ring is a little overpowered. But, I never said I wasn't going to cheese things. I'm just not going to cheese things quite as badly. I want you to at least see what the monsters can do. And I'm not going to cheese with anything that relies on rare or random drops. Everything I've been using is stuff that is a pretty basic drop. So we got the crystal cloak. Let's equip that while we're at it. So yes, we got the enchanted semi-invisible cape, We don't get hearts when we get hit anymore, but we got an extra thing of defense, and it's kind of neat looking. It's semi-invisible, so, you know, you can see that sometimes Alucard blends into the background, and sometimes he doesn't. There's a Harry Potter joke here, but I can't find it. Okay. So, yeah. Well, let's see. What else can we do? The thing we actually have to do next is head back to where that bridge was. What I think I'm going to do is, it's been half an hour, so I'm going to save it. And then off screen, I'm going to go back and fill out the, well, no, I'm not. I know it might be a little boring, but I'm going to show you all of my map completion just because that's part of this game. So, I will save it, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me for Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Have a great evening. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.